Hey, core reporters, welcome back to my channel. Just the other day, we covered the Ashley's story about how Jenelle Evans was reportedly returning to Teen Mom Next Chapter for the forthcoming season. And now it has been officially confirmed by Teen Mom themselves. In fact, they've released a trailer of what's to come on this season of Teen Mom Next Chapter. Let's take a look at it before we get into Jenelle's Twitter about the entire announcement and news. And apparently, Farrah Abraham has decided to start some beef with her. Perhaps Farrah is upset that Jenelle's returning and not her. Let's watch the trailer and then discuss all the gossip.
All your faves are back for a new season of Teen Mom, the next chapter.
I can't believe we made it a year.
From teen moms to moms of teens.
I could be driving next week.
You ready?
Yes.
I'm not. This season,
The police showed up and you looked all scary.
No matter what's going on between me and your dad, we still love you.
get ready for a must-see monumental return.
I think it would be good to have a fresh start.
Teen Mom, the next chapter. New season premieres Thursday, May 30th at 8. Watch on MTV. All your faves are back for a
So there you go. The next season of Teen Mom Next Chapter is dropping Thursday, May 30th. I asked you in my last video, but just in case, I'll ask you again if you think you'll be watching. Perhaps this trailer changed your mind if you said no earlier, or if you said earlier, maybe you're on the opposite side of the spectrum. So it has officially been confirmed. We saw Jenelle talking about new changes in her life, and that's no surprise at all because she absolutely is going through a lot. She gained and lost and gained again custody of Jace Evans. She's now separated from her husband, David Easton. She has filed a restraining order against him. He is facing child ABUSC charges after allegedly strangling Jace. Like, there's a lot going on there. So I totally see why they decided to put her on the show. So in regards to what it is that Jenelle has had to say on social media, she said, "Let's go," clapping emoji 100 and the celebratory like confetti when she quote tweeted Teen Mom's announcement of the new season. She also shared a behind the scenes photo on Facebook of her with a producer saying, "Living my best life," the same 3 emojis. Well, actually same 2 emojis plus a helicopter emoji. After the Teen Mom page shared a photo of her saying, "Oh, hey, Jenelle," waving, camera rolling, hashtag Teen Mom. So she really is excited to be back in the cut, which I find rather interesting because when Jenelle was persona non grata in the Teen Mom world, what was she saying? Well, I don't want to be on that show because there are so many other shows that are after me. There's so many other stations that are after me. I have to get out of my contract so then I could do those other projects. She talked about how she was exploited, mistreated, how she wouldn't go back. She preferred guarding her privacy. But now all of a sudden, now that like they want her back, she is excited. She's living her best life. It is very interesting, but you know, I digress. So apparently there's some sort of a beef brewing between she and Farrah ever since this news was announced. In fact, she tagged Farrah in a tweet that reads, quote, "Guess OnlyFans didn't work out for her." End quote. "Girl, ask me how to make an income besides a TV show I'm comfortable with or without them." Shrug emoji. So I don't know what that's all about. I guess Farrah was saying that the only reason why Jenelle was returning to Teen Mom was because OnlyFans wasn't working out for her. But if anything, I think this is a wonderful way to bring in a bigger base for her OnlyFans website, right? To be back out there on television where she is exposed to hundreds of people who watch Teen Mom Next Chapter. So I just managed to track down where it is that Farrah allegedly came for Jenelle rejoining the cast of Teen Mom Next Chapter. Let's take a look. And by the way, before you even watch the video, I gotta say it's quite rich that Farrah would shade her for this because Farrah returned to the franchise before Jenelle did. In fact, she was on Family Reunion and nobody liked her over there. She got ran out of that show. So it's funny how when she was doing, you know, the franchise again, it wasn't because she was running out of OnlyFans money. But now that Janelle's doing it, that's the case. It seems like hateration and jealousy. So here's the title from TMZ. Farrah Abraham seems to shade Janelle's Teen Mom return. Guess OnlyFans didn't work out. Farrah Abraham never seems to miss an opportunity to roast her nemesis Jenelle Evans, and she kind of did again for her going back to Teen Mom, albeit very politely. The former reality star and content creator posted a video Wednesday that touched on the big news this week, namely that Jenelle is returning to MTV's hit show and the one that made her famous years ago. Let's see what it is that Farrah had to say in her lingerie.
All I have to say is to Jenelle Evans returning to Teen Mom after 5 years. Who better to, return of that cast? But at 32, I don't want to say I'm ever returning to something that was of the past, I don't know. You can never go back to your past to heal, to get better. I always dreamed of being in this place. And honestly, I'm never going back to where you can't heal where you were sick. It's just, just not, that's what my therapist said. And honestly, Mental Health Awareness Month of May, I didn't really get too much mental health awareness on Teen Mom. Like dating on the spectrum, they put mental health first, even in dating. We should do that for teen moms. Mental health first for teen moms. And we should really see if all of us teen moms really are dating people that are good for our mental health and our children. And clearly, 5 years later, Jenelle's realized she was in an abusive situation. No thanks to her mom or anyone. And I guess it's kind of like, wow, someone even fired her and she still didn't see that abusiveness is not good. But I'm happy she's seeing it now and, probably in a broken situation. Sad to hear OF, OnlyFans, did not come through for her for income and a brand outside of a show. But yeah, I feel like if I ever went back, I'd be stifled. I don't want to stifle my child. I want us to get past loss, even on an amazing day like today of remembering her dad. Anyways, life can only get better, and I'll see you on some stand-up, and we'll talk real talk about Jenelle. And I'm just sending her family love, light. Happy Mother's Day to all the teen moms out there. And moving forward in your lives, having others around you who care about your wealth, wellness, happiness, love, and everything that matters. So much love.
Typical Farrah word salad. She said a lot to basically say nothing at the end of the day, just very interesting. I think she is just a little bit salty about the fact that it's not her returning to the show, though I will say I would have loved for her to be returning to the show as well. Can you imagine a season with both Farrah, and Jenelle? That would be gold in my opinion. The worst girls on that show together would be iconic. You know what I wish? The relationship that Jenelle has with Brianna De Jesus was a relationship that she had with Farrah Abraham. It's really sad that they are kind of like arch nemesis rather than like friends. So anyway, I want to know what you guys felt about Farrah's message. Were you kind of like me, where you just heard a bunch of words and you didn't really understand what she, was trying to say or what she meant to say? Like, obviously she's claiming that OnlyFans didn't come through financially for Jenelle, but how would she know that? And how does she know that this is not just some kind of strategic move in order to draw even more attention and, provide even more relevance for Jenelle's OF page? Very, very interesting. But as usual, I am looking forward to what you guys have to say about everything. Don't forget, I am about to watch the latest episode of Family Reunion and recap it for you guys. I use Philo, which is an online streaming service, kind of like the Netflix of reality TV. They've got over 70 different channels, including MTV, TLC, WeTV, OWN Network, you name it, Lifetime, you name it, they've most likely got it. So I do have an affiliate link in the description box if you too would like to sign up for Philo and give them a shot. So I have been recapping 90 Day Fiance, Prison, Love After Lockup, and Teen Mom Family Reunion. Thanks to Philo. If you too want to watch all of these shows and more, make sure to hit the link in the description box. But in the meantime, let me know how you feel about Jenelle's return to the franchise and Farrah shading her decision to return. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.